Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It's your boy Akara Culture today with Caged Episode 8, live with guest Carlos Moonshine and owner Akara Warlord. What's going on, guys?
What's up,
Yo, what
man?
up?
What's up? What's up?
What up, homies?
We've kind of taken a few breaks here this last month. We have a new schedule every Sunday. It used to be every Wednesday, every Sunday, and that was just like a little every Sunday, and then the Wednesday before our event, like take out the trash, which is obviously this Saturday. A Wednesday episode just to talk about the event a little bit. Said every Sunday, one Wednesday a month, which is going to be right before we host Take Out the Trash, our newest monthly, kind of rebranded the name. So let's get right into this. Moonshine, what's going on, man? Glad to have you on the podcast finally.
Dude, right about time.
It's about
But
time.
I'm just chilling. It's been a chill day.
That's good, man. So before we get into like your background and everything about like what you've been doing lately, let's do a little breakdown of what happened this past weekend, which was Smashdown over at local host, part of the whole championship weekend they had, where they had the $15,000 CS:GO tournament, the $2,500 Smashdown Smash Ultimate event,
Yeah.
and they also had the Fortnite was played on Sunday, their little monthly $2,500 Fortnite event. But of course, we really care about Smashdown because that's what you obviously are. You're a Smash player, and that's what we are pretty much invested in at this point when it comes to esports.
True.
So did you actually did participate, right, at a Smashdown?
I did, but I did not do hot at all.
No.
I did so bad. It was definitely one of my worst performances, for sure. 100%.
It was a rough one.
It was very rough.
Yeah, man. Well, but overall, did you enjoy the event? How did it go for you? I mean, other than playing, how was like the atmosphere and how did it all go down? So I actually didn't show up. Usually I would, but I was kind of busy.
I was wondering where you were, but it went really well. Like, I had fun, like, either way. And, like, it was cool to see, my SoCal homies taking it.
Right, because you had, what was it, Jump Steady, right? And
Yeah, Nico.
And Nico. And did Nico end up winning the entire event? Or who
Yes.
won?
Right,
Nico. And then we had, Armada Shoe taking second, Best Nest third, and then our boy Mello. I wasn't able to watch him at the beginning, but I was, after I got home from work and stuff, and I was able to watch the stream. Mello had a fucking, he had some plays, man. Mello played pretty freakishly that Saturday.
Yeah, man, he went to Game 5 of Best Nest.
Dude, yeah, I played next to him, and I saw, half of it. I was like, oh, my God.
Mello was cracked. That's fucking cool. I mean, we all know Mello has it in him.
Oh, he does, always.
Sometimes he goes a few, slow streaks, but when Mello's on, that dude's fucking nasty, and she definitely showed it on Saturday. But were you able to see that was the first time? Was that your first time seeing the main stage built, or were you there the week before to check it out? That shit was crazy.
I was there the week before the showdown, but that was when they were barely starting the construction for it.
Oh, right. Because I showed up on Friday when they ran their little doubles tournament, and I was going to show up on Saturday, obviously, for Smashdown, but couldn't because of work and stuff. But, dude, the whole main event stage and stuff looks pretty dope. It finally looks like a real esports arena. And
it does. It looks so nice.
Unfortunately, none of the Smash guys would use it, right? So was that just straight up CS:GO on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was straight up CS.
I wonder how they're gonna do that. Hopefully, next time they don't have 3 events going down at once, because it really made a venue that's 18,000 square feet. But when you walked in, 90% of that was dictated for just CS:GO. and it was kind of a buzzkill in my opinion. But
No, I was gonna say that too because like I felt like there wasn't a lot of room for like everyone to walk around it. Like when it came to like being at the event, it was
yeah,
kind of uncomfortable, really.
well, you got to figure like when you walk into local host the way they had it set, you know, they had it all framed off, but you have like 8 security guards dictating where everyone goes. But when it comes to Smash, you guys had over 100 players, plus you have the staff, and it's like when you only have like 10% of that venue, it's dude, that was I didn't really get a chance to see, but I can only imagine how
It was bad.
cramped it was because I know on Friday there was only like 30 people there, and it still felt like really cramped for only having that many people. So hopefully in the near future here, like they'll go ahead and open it up, and hopefully Smash will have the run of the whole venue, because that way you'd have, I think it'd be pretty awesome. You get the Smash guys the main stage and that whole crowd area. I think things would be pretty dope. But go ahead, man. Go ahead. I might mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say that on that Friday, instead of going for the doubles event, I went to GameWorks for singles with Nico and Jumpsteady.
Did a lot of people show up for that?
Because they wanted to do the singles, they had no interest in doubles whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like most people probably don't when it comes to like a full-on tournament. Like, didn't they have only like 10 teams show up to local host for the doubles?
I think it was like 12.
Yeah, the doubles didn't really have anybody. It was weird because even for the CS:GO, they were just doing like the seeding, so it wasn't an actual like tournament. It was just like teams playing for seeding, and there was like nobody there. So it had a really weird feeling to that whole
Shout out to
situation.
Mello, though. Didn't him and Shu take that?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, shout out to Mello, bro.
They took that shit clean too. Like they took
Didn't they each get like $100 or some shit like that?
100-ish, yeah. It's over 100. That's all I remember.
That's lit.
Which it's not bad because doubles was played so fast because of like the not having that many teams. I think they were there for like 90 minutes maybe, and they each walked out at least a hundo.
Oh hell yeah, bro! That's like easy cash.
That's a good way to start the weekend.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, man, I know like I was talking to James, their like social media guy, and I think when like they have a major coming up here real soon, I think in a couple months, I think I've heard like rumblings of like September is when they're gonna have like the big event, the big Smash event, which is gonna be like, well, you figure a minor's $2,500. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something for at least, at the very minimum, 5,000, if not closer to 10. Which, if you're a Smash player, I think that's what we've all been kind of waiting for here in Colorado with this kind of venue and that kind of money that they have.
Yeah.
So, my only hope is that they actually promote it and go about it the right way, because these last few minors, man, you've been going against like Ascension, which has never made sense to me why you're running an event the same weekend as Ascension, and Ascension got over, I think, like 260 people or something like that.
Oh yeah, dude, and shout out to AZ right there, bro. He got 9th place out of like 200 and that many people, bro. Insane.
Yeah,
plays,
AZ
man.
had a pretty good showing.
It was
a good weekend for Car Smash,
Oh, 100%,
that would be in 4th. Of course, we didn't have Bang there. I honestly, like, the way that whole bracket went down at Smashdown, I was like, man, I always feel like Bang could do damage, but I thought Bang could have. I felt like it was open.
Went off.
Well, yes, I don't think Best Ness had his best stuff that day, man. Like, he obviously, his shoe finally beat him, which was pretty cool. But then it's just like, I feel like he was open. Now, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know much about Nico, and it sounds like he kind of just like smoked the whole competition. But other than that,
I'll be honest. He told me he had no issue with nobody. Like nobody.
Right? Yeah. No. It seemed like he just walked through everything. Like I just remember looking at the bracket. I was like, I don't even know if he even lost a set. Just looking at that. So yeah. Beside Nico, though, I feel like everyone else, like even like our top guys, like the Shoes and because Steam ended up beating Shoe, right, 3-2.
Yeah.
Knock him in the losers.
Dude.
Mello took Best Nest to 5. I think Bane could have had some, I think Bane could have had some plays there, but I always feel that way when it comes to him. But
I'll be kind of honest,
other than
dude.
that, I
Steam's
mean,
kind of nasty, bro. Like, it's kind of interesting to see some of these players like evolve because it's such like a new game and shit. So like you see
right.
players that like might have been like, granted, like you always see like Steam place high, but like it's cool to see those people who were like kind of like maybe struggling, like get good and like start like taking on top competition like that.
Well, Moonshine knows.
Mhm.
I know Moonshine knows about Steam because I guess Steam's like one of the OGs, right? When it comes to Smash, like Smash 4 and all those days.
Oh yeah.
And then like, so I remember like looking at, I think it was like the Battery Basement, like when they had that shirt, and like Steam was, I guess, pretty damn nasty. One of the top PR guys. I didn't really know about him back then, as I wasn't into the whole Colorado scene. But then I didn't. When I got into Smash 4, like he wasn't there. But then he came back for Ultimate, I guess, and it's kind of coming back to what he originally was, a fucking beast.
Yeah, I once took like a scroll into like the Colorado PRs and like for like the last game, which was Smash 4's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Forgive my ignorance, I'm not very familiar with Smash, but I went back through it and Bang was at the top for like an entire like year and a half or some shit, like 2 years. Damn.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
That dude gave me shit because I offered Shu like the first. I offered Shu first. He's like, "Why the fuck would you offer Shu? I'm #1 in Colorado for the last 2 years." I was like, "Whoa, bud, calm down. I didn't know what the fuck your Twitter was. Chill." That fool was wild. But no, it's cool. I mean, at least hopefully, like I said, local host does it a little differently to where they make Smash the main focus, and then hopefully that major that they're gonna do here in the future ends up being something special, and they hopefully just set the dates the right way, because that'd be a bummer to
I
have
hope
like a
so.
major, all that money, and then still only have like 150 people show up. I think that'd be
They need to
honestly good.
advertise it, and it has to be in a weekend that no shit's going down, because
Right.
they keep posting stuff when like other states are doing it too.
Every
I'm
time.
just like, oh my
You
god.
could create
I'm
like
pretty
a.
sure every single one has had like another event going at the same time.
See, it's
Every
interesting
single one of the
though,
Smashdowns.
because like because they could create like a. You could create almost like a circuit with like the amount of Smash tournaments that go down. So like you could literally, well, not literally, but you could probably have like a monthly going on every weekend in a certain state, but none of them going on at the same time, to where you could just create this massive like circuit of Smash events. It would just be insane.
Well, especially for them, because like they're growing their venues like everywhere now across the country, and I think that's kind of what their goal is to have like their little NCS like championship circus. Like they have something in place, but like most people don't really even like understand. Like I still don't know what the fuck it is, and I've been talking to them since day one, and I still have no fucking idea what this NCS circuit is, because they really haven't done a great job when it comes to communication. And I think that's what their problem is with local hosts. Like, you guys have this like fucking gem of a fucking like esports arena. It's a gem. Like, no one has this shit, but like we don't put it to use like in the correct way. And then you have a $2,500 minor, and you have 101 people, and it's just like, that doesn't make any sense, man. Like, honestly, I felt like if I had that kind of money, like I should have at least like almost like an Ascension, like the 250 to 300 range
Yeah,
for that kind of money. I don't know. That's what I would expect. But, hopefully they do something.
I mean, I have a lot of people interested in our events, but it keeps being on the days that other events are going down. So I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Well, right. Like, I remember talking to AZ. I was like, yo, you going to show up to Smashdown? He's like, nah, man. Like, Ascension's going down, and they're probably going to have a few more, like, big names and blah, 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 and more entrants. And I was like, it makes sense. Like, I can't even argue that when I'm like, yeah, Ozzy might want to go to Ascension because, like I said, they ended up having like an extra 100 and like almost 60 people than our Smashdown did.
Yeah.
And you still have like, the Prodigies and Stroders going, so you still have big names going to Ascension too. So it's kind of hard to argue. Mind you, the payout though, I think first place ended up being the same. So for their 260 person event, I think Stroder walked away with like 1,000. So the money's there. That's what I'm saying. The money's right here in Denver. I mean, we had the same payout for, under half the, attendees. So hopefully, like I said, local host decides to do something. I don't know. You got to just hopefully like work with Renz, because like obviously for those who know, like Metal Renz, like Car Renz, he's the TO for all this stuff now. So hopefully he knows exactly what to do. He knows the whole situation. So hopefully they reach out to him and let him, work his magic and
yeah. It's really cool to
his
see
brain.
Renz get that opportunity, bro. Like, especially with the whole GameWorks thing, that's really awesome, man.
Oh yeah, the GameWorks, dude, they sent him to Vegas to commentate. He was like, yeah, they paid for my hotel, free Ubers, free food. I was like, damn, and they paid me. I was like, whew.
That's
like,
awesome, bro.
I was like, GameWorks fucking took care of you. Well, he is a damn good commentator. Like, I can't even argue that.
He's an amazing commentator. He just needs to like watch his mouth sometimes, I guess. Like, that's just his issue, I suppose.
Yeah, and I guess when you're working for companies like that, yeah, like for me, take out the trash. No. I'm like, bro, I'm like, go fucking nuts, dude. Say whatever you want. I don't even care.
Yeah,
but
I agree with that. I like it whenever you get that moment. He's just screaming "Holy shit!" at the top of his lungs. Like it's great.
He gets hyped, and hopefully, like more of these TOs like realize what kind of commentator we have, and hopefully he'll get some more opportunities in the near future, because there's a lot of events that are going to be hosted still. We're still really early into this title, so plenty of time.
Smokey and Renz for the greatest Smash commentators. Like the duo right there.
The duo, those dudes are fucking funny when they do that.
100%.
So
before we get to like too far off topic, why don't we Moonshine? So what got you into like Smash and gaming and stuff, man? Before we get a little too wild and get crazy.
This guy
talk about random shit. All right, so it all started when I played like the Game Boy Color games when I was like 3 or 2 years old. My older brother like got me into Pokemon like really, really badly, and then we had like a Nintendo 64, I think, at some point, and then we played Pokemon Stadium, and we played Smash 64 a few times, and it was pretty great. And I don't know, it was just wonderful.
Everyone's got all these like nice ways that they got into gaming. I don't even know how the fuck I got into gaming. Like, you're to ask me that question.
You don't know how you got into gaming?
Like, because I had systems growing up, but like, I didn't really even get interested until like high school, I guess, when I played Halo 2. That was about it.
Indeed. So you're
everyone's got like the childhood memories. I guess I don't have
you have the typical like pro gamer answer, like Halo 2, bro. Like every time. But no doubt, Halo 2 is definitely one of those titles, man. Like, I remember I maybe played that game like originally when I was younger, like a total of 3 times, but it was like it's a very memorable game. It's very good.
Yeah, and then after that, a few years later, we got the GameCube, and then we played Melee like all the time. And me and my brother, it's funny, we always did stocks and like minutes, always. Like no items, just like playing around. Like we always took that shit serious, and I would play Yoshi, and then he would play the Young Link. I ended up like adapting to him really well, and I started beating him a lot more often. And I just loved the urge of like being the shadow of your brother in a video game. It was fun at the time.
Yeah, I remember doing that shit too with my older brother. It's the greatest feeling ever, man. 100%. The first time you beat him, it's like, I fucking own you now.
And then you just keep doing it, because after a while, I was just doing it for a while, and then we just didn't play Melee that much, and then we both started playing like a bunch of other games too, and then Brawl came out, and I was like, oh fuck. And then we like No Life Suspects Emissary, like nothing. We finished that shit in like a day and a half. It was crazy.
That's fucking awesome.
And like we just stayed up all night, and then like slept most of the day and then started playing again. And I was just like, damn.
Oh, you're those
Yeah.
type of gamers, fucking sleeping all day and then playing all night.
Oh yeah, at the time, I used to do that so much. I don't do that as much anymore.
Yeah, I used to do that a
Those,
ton in middle school, dude. Like so
those are the
fucking
good old
much.
days. I think like my first year, like when I was out of high school, I did that for like when I was 19. So I was like, yo, no more sports, no more having to go to like 2-a-days. I would just like play fucking Call of Duty all damn night and then sleep during the day like a fucking bum and then just do it again. And it's like the best feeling. Well, like at the time, now
Yeah,
I
it
can't even
just
stay up past like fucking 10 o'clock because of work.
yeah, you
But
old fucking man. Jesus, bro. Get a grip.
when you wake up at 4 in the morning, it's a little difficult, okay? I can't
Yeah, I
help
know.
it.
I'm just fucking with you. Damn. But
So
no
you
doubt,
started
bro.
off on the melee, man. I love melee. I love melee
Dude,
so
I
much.
love melee too. Like I have times where like I just practice like tech skill from the game, like for no reason. Like sometimes I'll like literally load up my Dolphin emulator on my PC that I have right now, and I'll just load a melee and play it. I don't give a fuck. I'll play it still.
Who's your favorite pro when it comes to melee?
Honestly, when it comes to melee, I love Leffen and Axe. The reason why I like Leffen a lot is because like he's one of those dudes that like he just proves everyone wrong. Like it's great. I
Bro,
love doing it too.
he was my favorite player. Like obviously I got to the melee way later than everybody else. I used to like Leffen. Used to. I'm more of a Leffen hater now. He's pissed me off a little too many times on his
Nick's
little
just
tweets.
a hater in general, dude. You just gotta like say the
Leffen's
right, like wrong
Leffen's a
thing to him
chump. I
once.
can't help it, bud. I can't stand reading his Twitter. His Twitter just makes me lose my fucking mind.
Okay,
Now,
but
Axe,
reading
I do
Android's Twitter
like
makes
Axe.
me lose my mind.
Yeah, but I don't see Android posting shit like, I gotta risk my life going to the United States to play the game I love. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's like,
Didn't he
we
say
had
that
that
after the whole like Madden thing?
Madden incident. Like, the first time that shit's fucking happened, I can't believe I gotta risk my life. I was like, oh, fucking eat a fat one, bud. Like, jeez, I couldn't deal with that shit. Now,
Breaking
Axe,
news:
I
Dex
like
Arido, Oregoner,
what?
disses on Leffen for politically
I remember
charged
first,
comments.
it's funny because my first event that I ever went to for Smash 4 was the Flatirons event up in Boulder
Yeah.
of last year, like right at the end of Smash 4. And like I'm sitting there and Leffen walks by and I was like, oh shit, that's Leffen. But he was like wearing like some real like girly clothes or some shit. At that time I was like, man, this guy's kind of weird, man. I don't know about this dude. He's got like gray hair and shit. I was like, fuck it, he's all right. And then he ended up playing Axe in the championship. So that was kind of funny. You mentioned both those guys because that's when he played Axe. I think Leffen ended up winning that one. But
Yeah. It was really close to actually reset the bracket.
yeah, that was like my first melee, like watching melee and my first tournament experience, like going and checking it out. But yeah, that's just funny. You mentioned both those guys.
But
That's
like
my little story.
for me, why I like Leffen a lot is because like I know his online persona is probably not the greatest, and like we all know why. Like we can't hide it. But I just love that like he'll do really bad at one event, and then people will call him wash or whatever, and then he'll just come up and just beat everyone's ass, and I love that shit.
Well, there's
Yeah,
no
I feel
doubt.
like
Like, well, even last year at Evo, like that's who I said I thought I was gonna win. When I was with Joe and stuff at the hotel. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll take Leffen on this one. And sure enough, Leffen had that wild fucking run, man. He
Oh
just went through
man.
everywhere. Shit was sick.
I
So
feel
yeah,
like
I
that's
don't like his tweets, but I respect him as a player for sure.
I feel like that's
His
the
play
most
is
toxic
nasty.
thing in esports is like how people will just jump around and be like, somebody has like an off day and they'll just go to Twitter immediately and be like, you're fucking trash, like get good, you're washed, yada yada yada. I think it's extremely toxic, and it happens with like even it happens in regular sports, but that's just so annoying because they're playing at that level for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? So like,
Social
True.
media, man.
yeah,
Social media is just it's cringe as it is. Everyone's got Twitter fingers, always wants to talk shit, but then you see half those fuckers in person, they're always quiet, or at least they're quiet around you at that moment. So it's like,
yeah,
I think as a pro, you just literally have to, like, I wouldn't take any of that shit serious. It's just like, who the fuck are these? I would listen, like, they're peasants to these dudes, man. Like, you think Leffen really gives a fuck what you have to say about him and the way he plays? Like, dude's on contract. I don't think he gives two shits. Now, I do think he likes to argue with people, so I think he has fun with it. Actually, man. I think he might get into like that, and I think I'd be the same way. You know, when I was on contract and people are calling me washed.
Imagine if Android ever got in a position like that, Nick.
Oh, I know, it'd be quite the situation.
He'd get dropped so fast. But
it's wild. But all right, well, Moonshine, let's talk about what's been going on for you this year, because I know you've had a few different teams, but it looks like you finally have found like the right situation over here at
oh my god, I know.
So just like break it down, tell us a little bit about like how your year's been going, how wild it's been, and ultimately like how you landed up at H&C.
All right, so I'll start from Evo, like from last year.
Oh, okay. Good old Evo from last year, Carlos.
Oh my god, man. My adrenaline was running that tournament. I was fucking going apeshit. Like, I placed the best out of everyone in Colorado at that tournament.
You went fucking nuts at Evo. What was it, top 64?
Close. One away, 65th. Right. I got 65th.
65th. Fucking right there. Man, out of what, like insane. 1,500 people or some shit? Something wild.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, that's an insane fucking placing, bro.
Dude, Moonshine was fucking crazy last
year. Dude, that was my zone time. Like, I was fucking up everyone. Like, I was reverse 3-0 king. Like, I was beating up everyone. I even beat Christian a few times. Like, I don't know. I think it was once or twice that I beat Bang at that time. And then, I don't know why for the life of me, but I never beat Dusty. I never beat Jesus, but like, or Mello, but I don't know. But like, other than that, I was beating up everyone. Like, I was beating everyone.
You just go to Evo, and you just start working those people there too. That shit's insane.
I just like was so concentrated, and then I just stopped thinking of the bad stuff. Like when it came to like let's say like if I lose a stock like super early or something, like I fuck up something, I didn't like let it get to me. I just played my fullest until the game was over, and it carried me pretty much.
Doubt, because like I remember Smash for months, so going to Evo was really new to me because I really didn't even like know a lot of the Colorado players at that time. I remember to sit in there because all the Colorado guys were kind of in the same area playing their pools and shit.
Yeah,
working everybody, especially in pools. I was just like, dude, I know who you are at that time. I was like, but like I was like, dude, this kid's fucking working everybody right now. Like, this is insane.
Oh man, that was the tournament. And then like I had to beat like a PR player from NorCal, and then I had like really close games with Bestness, which was like the pools match, like the winners finals of the pools. And then like I lost that one, but then after that I played like 2 Bayonettas, and then I forgot who else. And then I played one more Bayo named Frog, and he was PR in Vegas, number 6 or 5 at the time. And then after that, I had to play Larry Lur when he was like top 10 in the world at the time. God, that was terrible. And like it sucks because like he played one of my worst matchups of my character, so it was like really hard.
How is that to go against like a? Yeah, how is that to go against like a top top player in the entire world? Like how's that feel? Does it like hit your nerves or anything?
Honestly, like at that time, I just wanted to play my best, and I just didn't really think about it too much because I was able to take a stock like in the second game, but like in the first game I got 2 stock, but like he was in like the last hit before he lost a stock, but I still tried my best. It was just hard to like land because like my character like suffers from like not being able to land against his character, so I was just like, oh my god, this is rough.
Indeed.
I mean, especially like when it's a 1v1 game like that, man. It's just and they have all that experience. They play the top of the best of the best. But still, that's got to be a great experience, especially like I said at Evo, where you were yourself that opportunity to play a person of that caliber, which is just like impressive in its own right.
True.
100%.
You starting off of Evo, you work kids at Evo. Keep telling the story of Moonshine, how it's
All right, so after that, like I got offered to play for this one team. I forgot what they're called, but they had like a T-Rex on it. That's all I remember. I think it was a dragon or a T-Rex, either one of those. And then it was cool and all. Like they were really supportive and like they seemed really great and everything. But then like something happened with the main dude, like the boss, and like, he just disappeared for like months. And I was just like, okay, like this is weird. Like where's my jersey? Like where's everything? Like where's my sign up for this event, and this event? And then I was just like really bad, and I was like, oh my god, I just had to leave. I was just like dude, like, and then he messages me like a day later after I left, and he's like, dude, what happened? I'm like, dude, where the hell have you been? Like, what the fuck? I was just like, where the fuck were you, homeboy? Where the fuck were you?
That's
I was
horrible.
just like, I left, man. I was like, I was out. And then after that, like, like I'm not gonna lie, the Evo placement was carrying me like through teams like that. Like the teams would look at that and they're like, wow, like what the fuck, like this guy's crazy or whatever. And then like I don't even remember the other few teams after that. Honestly, it was just like it was just too many like bad experiences. I was like, God, like so many.
You came across some of like the biggest scumbags, man. Like,
oh yeah.
His stories, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are these guys doing? Scumbag, fucking like.
I hate that shit with like orgs. There'll be people that like, because it's one thing to like not have it and like know you don't have it, but like these dudes go out there and like they pretend to have like the money to do all this shit, and then they just like disappear while these people like are actually trying to, pursue their passions.
Do that fake it till you make it type bullshit, man, and it's just like, I mean, especially not in this. Especially not when you're a small org. I mean, this isn't fucking like the optics and shit. Mind you, you look at Denial.
Dude, that was ugly.
Fucking dude, scumbag at the helm.
Red Reserve got hit.
God.
But
that shit with Denial was fucking crazy, dude. I remember that.
It's wild.
I was like, bruh.
His owner fucking, posting pics of Lamborghinis and bullshit. You're a fucking loser. You probably rented that car.
I'm 6'4", fully tatted, and I'll beat your ass.
Oh, you look like a little bitch. Like, I know.
Yeah, bro, that shit was wild. And then you have the Red Reserve bullshit. That's another big org that kind of flopped.
Cutting out for you guys? I know Hitman has said I'm kind of cutting out.
You kind of are a little bit. It seems to be whenever you like pause in between your words, it just like kind of doesn't catch that first word afterwards.
I need a new cord. I'm buying that on Amazon like right after this podcast.
Get closer to your mic, maybe. Just get a little closer to it.
Lean in like this.
Yeah, it sounds crisp as fuck.
Yeah, it does actually. Like, oh shit. Oh,
but okay, let's.
I mean, it did. I was like, damn, alright, I can hear you.
It's like, damn, radio host Warlord in this bitch.
I'm gonna put a little table here and sit there, and I'm gonna rig this real quick and see how that works.
God, this is amazing. I love the Akara Gaming podcast. You know why? Because it's raw, man. We don't cut out any of the bullshit. Like, shit happens, we run through it, let it happen, and like.
I don't want to sit there and I want to be like legitimate and
just post it and shit.
It's like gotta be real with the people. This isn't like we're not trying to be professional. We're just trying to have a good time and talk to some gamers and some like-minded individuals and entertain ourselves for about 90 minutes to 2 hours and just go from there.
Yeah, it's a fun time, man.
back to you, Moonshine. So you have Evo teams. You find out that these teams are fucking owned by scumbags and cheap people.
Okay, you're still cutting out.
I'm switching back.
Just use your regular mic. You gotta reset it, because now you're just a mute. Now you're a mime.
You can't hear me?
Okay, now we can hear you. All right.
Yeah, I just had to unplug it real quick. So, Evo, shitty teams, well, not shitty teams, shitty owners on teams that don't know how to, do the right thing. Then what happens for you?
After that, what is it called? I think I got like on one of the PRs after. Yeah, I got on one of the PRs after Evo for the summer. I think no, it was the spring and then the summer, and then in the summer I got picked up by FAM 143, which was actually one of the gooder orgs. Actually, they actually like paid for my registrations and like it was pretty fun. They like actually helped me out quite a bit.
That's good.
That's
Yeah,
good that
what's
you
it
have
called?
some like light in between all the bullshit.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, I swear, talking to Moonshine, I was gonna like do a whole fucking list just to expose teams, because he came across, I swear, like the biggest scumbags, and it's just like,
Of
what the fuck?
esports.
Well,
That's
it's just
pretty
like
fucked.
there's no. Why would you sign players and like give this like false hope, and then you're not gonna sit there and
Help out and shit.
yeah, do your commitment to these players. Like, if you can't afford it, don't do it. Like, there's a reason why I'm not venturing out into these other games yet, because I know I couldn't afford to sit there and keep these teams happy, keep them like occupied in these like events and tournaments. You can only do one step at a time for what you can do. I don't know, it's like I said, there's a lot of owners and a lot of teams trying to like fake it till they make it, and that just does not work. It might work for a small glimpse, but in the end, it's just gonna bite them in the ass, and you end up like these guys from Denial and these other ownerships where they just disappear, they deactivate that Twitter, and they're gone, and they probably don't come back.
That shit's it's just so fucked up, man. Because like especially with like the bigger orgs, man, you have people who like they're legitimate professionals. They're making their livelihood off of it. So like you're fucking people's lives at that point.
I'm just saying.
Oh, bro, hold on. Before we continue, Carlos, we had a question. How about them tacos from Akara Hitman? Because you were straight up like making a lot of us kind of like mad at you in that Discord.
Oh yeah, when I was like spamming the tacos.
Bro, I was getting pissed off. Like, I was like, dude, this fella's actually eating real tacos. Like, we got this bullshit up here, and he's posting these pictures of like carnita tostadas and shit.
Yeah, bro, I live in Maryland. All I got is Taco Bell, bro. Like, that shit was beautiful.
He doesn't know what a real taco is. Shit.
Oh man, but honestly, those tacos from Mexico were like top notch, like one of the best for sure. And like, fuck man, it was just bomb as fuck, really, really bomb. Even their wings are fucking fire, dude. That they sell.
Probably because they're eating real chicken, not them steroided motherfuckers that we have up here in the United States. It actually tastes like chicken instead of water.
You're not wrong, dude.
Yeah, Nick, you need to come out here, bro. You need to come out and get some more of that organic shit, bro, from the real farms, bro.
Dude, like you can tell the difference. People that say they can't are fucking liars. Like,
no, dude, you can tell
the
fucking
first time,
difference.
Like, I ever had some like fresh like steak, bro. Like, that shit was like life changing. Like, it was beautiful.
Like a proper aged steak on from an organic grass fed cow.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of this feedlot that we have nowadays. Like, yeah, I bet that was dope.
It was, dude. It's nice. It's nice to be out here because you're surrounded by I'm surrounded by literal farms. Like the other side of my neighborhood, there's a giant fucking farm. So
you're you're right at the source, bud. You get right there.
Yeah, we got like the farmers markets in the summer and all that shit, bro. It's nice.
No, that's dope. I mean, like I said, that's why I like traveling because, like Carlos knows, when you go to a different country, man, that's not. I mean, it's just insane. Like real food, just it tastes so much different when you eat like a chicken from like Thailand or a chicken from Mexico and shit that wasn't fed on all that feedlot bullshit and all the antibiotics and the steroids. I mean, you see some. You ever go to the store and you see like how big those chicken breasts are now?
They're huge.
Like one breast weighs like a fucking pound and a half. You're like, what the fuck? That ain't natural. Like
That's disgusting.
that's just, that's just kind of scary. That's some scary shit.
It's like you have like there's so much random shit in that, bro. Like,
and like you see the people now, man. It's just like that's why you have like fucking 12-year-old girls walking around with like double D's because they're just eating all this steroided bullshit. You're just like, bro, this fucking.
That is a real scientific like study, wasn't it? Like somebody actually like linked that. I'm pretty sure. Like it's just weird, bro. Like everybody's so like. It's kind of odd because like in the 1990s and shit, everybody was really like kind of like going against it and shit. It was like, hey, like maybe we should start eating healthier, and now we're just kind of like back to the most processed food in the goddamn world.
It's wild. But all right, that was on a side note. But
that was wild.
The tacos
but, yeah, we get every
the tacos were pissing us off in a good way. But we were just like, man, I was like, if this fool sent another picture, and then like the next afternoon's like, ooh, boop, there's a picture of him like just chowing down on like carnita tacos. I'm just like, dude, this fool right now is kind of pissing me off. As I'm like eating the apple, I'm just like, this is fucked up.
Oh my god.
This man's eating like a bowl of ramen. Like, wow, okay.
So back to where you were, Moonshine. You let's get to the juicy part on how you found HNC, because right now that seems to be a really good spot for you, and it sounds like you're actually enjoying your time on that team.
When it came to HNC, I messaged them. Actually, no, I didn't even message. This wasn't even me this time, actually. All right, so I was friends with someone in the other organization, and he was like, hey, like, are you still looking for a team to play for when it comes to Smash Bros? I was like, yeah, for sure, why not? And then he told me about HNC, and then I met Alex, and then I talked to Shadow and then a few other people, and we just went from there. And then I was like, then they were like, hey, do you know anyone else that wants a team? Like someone that wants their funds paid or like their jersey or whatever. And I was like, King. That was the first person I thought about was King. Because like, you know, Melo, like you guys already have him, so.
That was a good pickup, dude. Like, so they kind of like got the double whammy on that, because you and King, especially at a point where King has actually been making waves as of late. I know I didn't have like the greatest Smashdown this past weekend, but other than that, King's been like on fire. ESF top 3.
Dude, he's won like I think 2 or 3 ESFs. I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah,
I'm just saying you got to be good if you're gonna tilt Bang like that, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like Bang got tilted.
I don't know. Remember last time you beat Bang? Then we had RMR. Then it's when we had the Bang pop off on the the post game interview. So maybe we'll get another one of those for Take Out the Trash this Saturday, because those dudes were kind of wild.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I love that shit. No bullshit. I love the rivalries that we've seemed to like kind of build. Like especially with like the Shu and Bang thing. Now that Shu's an Armada, it's really fun to watch, dude. Like I love that shit.
He's the king of nothing. I could just picture Bang when he said that. Dude. I was like, oh my god. Like, I had to ask. I was like, yo, does Bang and King like each other? Yeah, that's his Bang. I was like, all right, just to make sure. I wasn't sure they had beef or not. Bang was fucking going wild on that post commentary.
Bang went wild on the Shu post commentary, but they're like best friends.
We expected that though. We expected the pop off after that one. The King one caught me off guard for sure, which was kind of wild.
Dude, yeah.
But, no, it's nice. It's nice having rivalries in Smash. I wish there were more goons. in Smash, because I like when it's a 1v1, it's so personal. Like
It is.
I
Yeah.
wish there were more goons, and like I don't know. I think that's kind of like what I would like to see when it came to Smash. And that's why I really like the way Bang acts, because the dude's just reckless on the shit he says.
I
Even
also
with
Sure.
think I
a
also
smart
honestly
ass comment
think
to say.
oh yeah. I honestly think that like Shu going to Armada might have been like a good thing for like the Colorado scene, just because of the fact that you always have like for the past like for the past like year maybe, I don't know how long, but like you've always had like a Cara Bang, a Cara Shu, a Caramello like everywhere. So like it's kind of like even though it's still the good old like Shu versus Bang matchup, it's like they're not fighting for the same team anymore. So it makes it just a little more interesting, and maybe more people enjoy watching it
Uh,
again.
yeah, well, I know I enjoy watching it because like I used to like not even watch the finals when it came to the Smash events. Because I was like, oh, Bang and Shu. I was like, all right, someone tell me tomorrow which one won. Because like it was just getting to the point where I was kind of tired of watching the same fucking thing happen. Like when Melo would make it, like I'd watch to see like where Melo would do. But it was like, man, it's like Bang and Shu. And then you'd read the chats, and it's like, God, people were so fucking toxic. And I was like, y'all know you kiss both these kids' asses when you see them in person. I was like, y'all talk now in the chat, but
God, yeah, the Twitch chat
fucking
is Twitch chat though, man.
right.
I'll be
It was
honest.
wild.
When it came to getting better, I stopped giving a fuck about like what Bang is and what Shu was.
Right.
Like, I'm not afraid to say it. Like, you just have to like stop viewing people like that because like you could beat anyone and lose to anyone.
Yeah, I feel like that
Well,
hurts
there's no
mentalities too,
doubt.
because they just kind of think like, these guys are on top, and like I feel like that like kills people's mentality because they just don't like
Oh,
think it's
some of
worth to
those
keep playing.
some of those players lost like when they grew up. They already lost before they even fucking picked up the controller. It was like, damn, it's like y'all that weak minded. Like I don't know. Like honestly, I suck ass at Smash if I don't play. But if I had any sense of talent, I'd be fucking like getting hyped to play both those kids.
Yeah,
But you
hundred
watch some of these
percent.
other kids, and they're just like they're dead before the match even starts. You're like, dude, that's pretty pathetic,
Yeah,
man. Like I don't
Smash
know.
like any
That's
esport
that's the
is a
mentality,
is
though.
really really a mental thing. Like a lot of esports, like everybody who's playing on that level, we all know that they have the talent. It's just like, do they have the confidence to actually play like that? Because you get in your head, and like me, even personally, when I'm playing like Call of Duty and shit, like I'll start getting pissed off, and like I'll start losing like gunfights that I know I shouldn't. So it's just like I feel like it happens with like everybody. You start getting in your fucking head, you're gonna lose no matter what.
Right. Well, shit, that's how Shu used to be with Best Ness. I feel like Shu had those. I feel like Shu would lose before he even like pick up the sticks. And now just watching him like last week, you're like, hey, Shu's mentality's like definitely made a change. We've noticed that when he was on a card, we were watching him in these events, and it went from like top 64 to top 32 to like top 8, and you're
Yeah,
like, hey, it finally clicked. And now that's what you want to see. You want to see some kind of growth, and I just feel like some of these dudes I watch at these weeklies, I'm like, dude, you're dead on arrival, bud. Like, you lost this before you even plugged in that controller, and then sure enough, you got that clean little 2-0, and it's like it's over. But yeah, it's just a mentality thing, and like I said, when it comes to Smash, like if your mentality's not there, I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna hold those L's real quick.
When Nico and Jumpsteady stayed over and they went to GameWorks and then Smashdown the next day, the thing that they did not like about our scene, 100% was probably their mentalities.
Dude, like I could easily see like there's don't get me wrong, there are some confident players.
Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong, just
There
like
yeah, there's confident
smirking
players.
me, like everyone.
But when it comes to like your middle of like the pack people and shit, like and lower, it's GG's, man. Like it's over. And Smirk, I know Smirk took a game against Best Ness. I'm pretty damn sure. I think he
Yeah,
lost 2-1. So like but like I always say, Smirk's the young god. I've never even told him that, but Smirk's like the young god in my eyes. Every time I see that kid play, it's like he's a youngin, so he's gonna only get better.
true.
But but he's got a little bit of savage to him. So I like watching Smirk. King knows what he's doing. The Steams know what they're doing. But yeah, there's just a lot of players though in this Colorado scene that I've only been around for a couple of years, but it's like, dude, y'all need to like change your mindset or something.
Dude, no, like, even some of our PR players have like one of the shittiest mentalities ever. Like, I've like overheard what Steam says sometimes, and I'm just like dog, like, yeah, like I know, like me and you, or like I know that, like, I'm pretty sure you guys know that he plays my character too sometimes, and like, and like sometimes he blames his losses on like the character, but I'm just like what I see with my eyes is that it's his own fuck ups. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know, like,
there's
I
nothing worse.
Oh
They
man,
just want to blaming their character. It's like, but that's like the wackest shit ever, especially when you have all the control on who you want to fucking play in a matchup. Like at this point of your career, with the game being out as long as it has and as many like matches as you watched and played, like certain matchups. So it's like, if you're losing at this point in the year and you're still blaming like your character for the fuck ups, that's some petty shit right there.
that's on you, man.
Yeah, don't be bringing that shit by me, as I'll just end up like making fun of your ass. Like, why'd you pick that character then?
Oh,
It's like, yeah, I don't want to hear.
I remember that shit.
I don't want to hear
whenever,
that shit.
I forget what tournament what it was, but both like Bang and Mello played like characters that they're not like familiar with, and they just kept getting like wrecked. And you said some shit like they talked to you about it afterwards, and you're just like, dude, why?
No,
that was
or
was it Shu?
That was Shu and Bang. And they both got mad at me, but I was like, fuck you, I just lost money on betting on your bitch asses. Like, what are you doing picking those characters, bud? Like, that's what they were both using, like, secondaries, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
that's horrible.
Now on their point, like, I've watched them both play those secondaries, and they're, like, both nasty as fuck with them.
Oh, like, so it's Falco now is gross.
Yeah. It's fucking gross now. It wasn't gross the first time he pulled it down. I lost all that money against like, the Fahrenheit match.
Oh my god.
But now his Falco is fucking gross, especially against Shu. Shu still hasn't found a way to like counter that pick, and he's probably not going to see that. To see Falco for a while, depending on when Bang even comes back. So maybe, hopefully, in Bang's spare time,
right
he's
now?
like, yeah, man. Like now's all it's football season now. College and everything. I don't even know when we're going to see Bang next. I'm hoping we can maybe see him at one of these take out the trash eventually, or a Smashdown, but we knew that coming into this, that like, hey, once football's here, we'll see you at the end of the year, because your team sucks, so we know you won't be in fucking playoffs or nothing, so we'll see you down the line. But I'll never knock anyone for trying to, like, especially in a D1 college, I'm not going to fucking ever knock someone trying to do their, playing out their dream. As good as he is at Smash, obviously football is like, was his priority when it came to growing up. So, like I said, enjoy it. This is your last year playing, and then we're throwing your ass on the circuit. So, hopefully you're practicing a little bit in between, because when Bane goes out and he starts going to these out-of-state tournaments, whew, fucking wild, bud. I already know he's going to be nasty. There's no doubt.
Yeah, 100%, man. We've talked about this multiple times. Like, Bang's definitely got that potential, and it's wild. You see, like, he doesn't have the time to, like, grind Smash like a lot of players get to. So like as I've said before, it'll be very interesting to see how like good he is whenever he's actually able to put the time in.
Yeah, like Joe said, no one plays friendlies. Dude, I noticed that when it came to like even this last Friday for doubles, like people showed up and they thought it was going to be like a normal ESF. Like I saw like 3-4 people show up, and like instead of, they're like, oh man, why drove all the way out here? I was like, well, like they're doing doubles, but everyone's going to be doing should be playing friendlies just to like get some practice in. And like, oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm just going to go home and I'll just come back tomorrow. I'm just like, you drove all the way out here. You need, like, it's like they're either too scared to like talk to people or some shit. They didn't want to play no friendlies. I was like, what the fuck? I was just like, what the hell's the whole point of like driving all the way out here and then you're scared to like play with other people. And I've noticed that about like the Smash, dude. There's a lot of awkward people when it comes to like having conversations. It's just like, dude, y'all don't have no people skills. Obviously, not everybody. Like I said, don't take it.
I feel that though,
don't take
bro.
it that
like,
way.
Some of us are socially
but they
awkward,
don't have.
man.
Dude, there's a lot of people in this scene that are socially fucking awkward. I'll go up there and I'll try to start a conversation because a lot of people know who I am at this point, and I'm just like, you know, what's up, man? Like they give me this look like, oh hey, and like it's just the most awkward thing. It's just like, do you know how to communicate? Like I'm just trying to see like, you know, how your day's going. Like hey, even at like RMR, I was talking to a few people, like an event that we're hosting, and people were just awkward as fuck to talk to. Just a few different people. I was like, man, y'all need to work on them people skills. Like this is kind of, it's awkward for me, and I like meeting new people. I like talking to people, and I didn't get the same vibes from a few people that like I was, you know, trying to chat with. It was like, all right, well, thanks for coming out, man. I'll talk to you later. Good luck today. And Will gets like 0-2, and he's out of there packing his bags, running out the door. It's like, all right, see ya.
But you know, you know what I noticed in Smash 4 when I was PR? Like, a lot of the, like, pretty much almost everyone on the PR, like, you know, when it came to, like, playing lower level players, no one would ever play their mains against them, like, you know, like, to help them out or anything. I feel like our support of the lower level players was very bad, too.
Right. And I know people were
like I've had people come up to me and they're like, hey, like, you're the only one that plays their main when I fucking ask them friendlies, and you're PR, and I was like, I don't really care about like PR so deeply, so like, you can just play me. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm down to help you out because I helped a lot of people back then too.
No, I know that. I had talked to people and they had talked about that, like how you were and how you, you know, whoever if showed up, you had no problems. Like you didn't have that fucking you type mentality. You just wanted to play. Wanted to see, and I know like talking to some of the other guys were like play my main then beat my secondary. I was like, yeah, that's not really how it works though, man. Like when you're a low tier guy, a random character and smoke this kid, play you for like who you use, who you like, you know, the character that made you that you know, and then bodies are kind of whack. There's definitely some people in the scene that are just like. Then, like I said, you also have people that are just like kind of victimized too, like in their own right. It's like, but on like everything else, like in the end, it's kind of you two seeing.
You're cutting out really bad right now, Nick.
Really bad.
Really bad. Was he cutting out for you too, Carlos?
Yes.
All right, yeah. You were like, I could catch like half your words right there.
Me,
what?
That is. For me too.
This is horrendous.
Oh, Joker, I know that PM used to play all night, dude. I've been there. And then even like brawl friendlies, I would play like forever too.
Money match me, I'd take out the trash.
No, nobody's gonna money match. You're gonna money match people that take out the trash, Nick? You're gonna get smoked, bro.
I got like a customized controller now, so that at least adds a little bit of skill.
Show it off.
Show it off.
The Warlord. I got the Warlord on the back.
Oh shit.
It's gonna sit there and at least carry me a little bit. And I'd like to also point out that when it comes to weeklies, I still have a record of 1-2, so I have at least won a match when it comes to weeklies. Okay. Hey.
You're still negative.
We ended up playing like Jesus and then some other fucking nasty bastard when it came to that game, so that didn't really. I kind of wish I would have lost my first one.
What you get?
You know what I heard a lot in Smash 4? like when me, Mello, and King were on the PR, and Cream too. People would always say that like us four were like probably the best ones. Like I don't like the ones with like the better personalities.
I
Like just us four in general. Like we were just like with the best personalities. That's what I've been told multiple times.
believe it.
Especially me and Mello, we were fucking goofballs to people.
You guys are still fucking goons. Melo's a fucking goon. I don't care what
Yeah, he is.
anyone says. Melo's a
Fucking-
fucking goon.
Dude, did you see just that reverse sweep that I recently uploaded to YouTube? Who was that against? Myself, bro. He was down
dude,
0-2 and just started
That
cheesing
was
the
one
dude
of
with
the
Pichu. Just started cheesing the motherfucker. It was fucked up, bro. That was just straight up like.
Clap that fool. He clapped fucking Myself. That shit was, and you could tell like going into that third map, smiles and shit, and then Melo fucking bodied him and just smoked him so bad. Myself walking off that fucking stage, it was just like I felt bad watching it.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I was in Mexico and I saw that shit. I was eating my tacos and I was like, damn.
Tacos watches.
Dude, that was
tacos.
so fucked up, man. I was watching that. I remember Adrian was watching it, and we were in an Xbox party, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So I tuned in, and all of a sudden I see Mello just like, I think it might have been like the second to last game, but like the second match literally lasted like a minute and a half, and he just smacked the fuck out of him. Like if you go and watch the video, dude, it's literally all three matches in the reverse sweep are a total of 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Like
Jeez.
that's with them starting up the match, selecting characters, all of it. 7 minutes. It was fucking ridiculous.
That's Mello for you guys, man. I'm pretty sure you've known this since the beginning.
Nasty. Like I said, there's no denying that.
You guys want to know how I met Mello? It's so funny.
Yeah, sure.
Let's hear it because you two were like the duo. That's what I always like saw you two like, oh, duo. How'd you meet him?
Man. Alright, so this is when I was pretty fucking bad at this game. Like really, really fucking bad. And I was playing Yoshi. It was before I like went back to the Cardiff from Brawl and shit. So I just played Yoshi, and then this motherfucker was just chilling on one of the couches at the venue. He was just like this, like chilling, all fucking stoned as fuck. And I'm like, "Hey, do you want to play friendlies?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll fuck you with my Falcon. I'm fucking high as fuck." I was just like, "You motherfucker!" And then we just played and like we just goofed around and shit. It was funny.
That's funny.
And then
Pretty
like.
funny.
And like how a great way to meet up with someone that's one of your best friends today. It is them high as fuck on the couch. Like how great is that?
That's fucking awesome, bro. That's actually great.
And it was in an arcade, so even better.
Yeah.
Fucking
And then-
Mello.
Dude, we used to team a lot too, and then like the few times we did, we got like second or third in doubles. And like goddamn, the way we looked like 4 years ago was crazy.
I know when I first like got into the scene, like I think you guys were on the same team at one point too, weren't you?
Yeah, intense. Oh god, don't remind me of that.
The intense days, bud. I was supposed to be with when he went to Evo. Like, bro, I was like, "Where's your intense jersey at?" And he's
Oh
like,
no, he quit.
he was like, "Well, no, I'm talking about you though. When I talked to you at Evo, I was like, "Where's your intense?" You're like, "Fuck intense" or some shit. You're like, "I'm
No,
down to
you're not wrong. I was done, man. I was like, sorry. And then like once I told Mello the truth of like me actually paying for his fucking tournaments, he just left.
And you told me about that.
I literally was helping Mello enter tournaments and paying for part of his flights because I was that great of a friend to him. I still am today.
That's
And I just wanted
some real shit.
I just wanted to see one of my best friends succeed, and at the time, like I was just stuck with work. It was by the end of Smash 4, like which was like this time that like I was just like I couldn't like play as much because I had work on Fridays and Saturdays, which was like really sad. But I just wanted to help him out, and I did. And then like after I told him like, yo, like you know who's actually sending you that money? I was me, bitch.
Sure, bro. Like that's insane. That's as good as it gets. Well, you are known as like nicest guy. I don't think I've ever come across anyone that's ever said a bad. Oh, I mean, I'm sure there's some of it, but not to me that has ever said anything bad to you. Everyone's like, yeah, Moonshine, he's the homie. I was like at Evo because I remember talking to Joe and shit. Joe and Tusk, Smokey and Tusk and me, we all shared a room. We went to Evo last year.
Oh yeah.
That's when I was like, well, Bang's going to be occupied with football. I was like, I got to find me another person to like match with Shu. It was Joe. He's like, yo, Moonshine. I was like, I don't know a whole lot about him. Likes him. He's like, yeah, Moonshine's a homie, but he's like, I was like, all right, let's. Moonshine has like the greatest fucking Evo out of anybody out of Colorado and starts smoking kids. He kind of broke my heart though for a little bit. Moonshine broke my.
Yeah, I have no idea how many times, like to this day, I regret all that shit.
Well, in the end, though, it's like because like when you had that kind of run, and that other team did shit going down, but
oh man, what a rough time.
that was a wild time. It all ended up working out. You just go over those bumps and shit through.
Yeah.
You just hope that seems like we're still lucky to have you as a content creator and a streamer, all good dude on the team, and then find yourself about was I was like, man,
You just cut out so hard. Please repeat what you said. Please
Yeah, I was
repeat what
gonna
you
say
said.
that.
a dick. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. But no, I was like nervous when it came like creator. I was like, what if this guy finds a team or a content creator on a car? Like, we need you 100%. And like our team, I was like, man, was to like from bullshit like that would be so sad. So I was really happy to see like I'll like still let you instead of just like being committed to just one or the other.
Yeah, they were really nice about it, and they didn't really mind it. So I was really happy about that too. I was just like, "How do you guys care that I do like stuff like this for Kara too? Like, you guys not care?" And they're like, "No, not really. Like, as long as you're not like fully only repping them, like like repping both is fine, but like one out of just one majority one, no, you can't do that." But I was like, "That's
So, like,
fair."
If you rock like an Akara logo in your stream, you have to rock an HNC one as well. Like that doesn't seem
Something
like
like that.
That doesn't seem like it'd be that hard, and that's kind of cool that they'd allow you to
Nah.
do
And I mean, I have it on my bio. Like I do both. Like I have both of you guys on the bio. Like I have HNC and then I have Akara. So
It looks dope, and I'm glad it worked out because to this team. So I was like, man, hopefully he's able to balance both those out. I was like, all right, it all ended up working out for the best. So
thankfully,
yeah. Few players, I was like, man, I'm being tossed around shit from some of these just like shitty orgs. Insane.
Oh,
like I said,
adventure.
a list. I was like, dude, I need to start exposing teams and owners, like, because this shit's fucking insane.
Oh, and then Decimate, fuck them too. Fuck.
Dude, yeah.
They signed me up and then bam, never talked to me again, pretty much.
Players too when it came to Decimate that had the exact like same experience or close to the same experience.
You know what's funny? It wasn't even just me. Like all the other Smash players in Decimate, like literally talked to them once and then they're gone. Like they just never talked to them.
Decimate.
Yeah, Decimate GG or some shit like that.
Or some shit on Twitter.
Yeah, dude, like they got exposed. Like the other Smash players like talked about them and shit too.
Wild.
So I was just like,
Nick, so this is a sensitive topic, bro, but how do you feel about the Schroeder and I forget the other person's name drama? What's the other?
Gucci.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just wild, bro. Like,
I don't give a fuck about it because I think that shit's fucking petty.
well,
And I don't.
what the chick said was a little far, but I guess you could write it off to being a 14-year-old edgelord. So, like,
What Joe and I were talking about, like, wasn't that a private server or some shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not even. I'm not even justifying it, but like, she is fuck too. And Joe was mentioning that at work. It's like to get exposed in your private server, it that exposed him. And he said in the past too, him out for it or him or her. I don't know who it was. What about you? Fucking like last year, and he was like, oh well, that was and it's like, dude, you're a fucking loser. Say like I agree with what Schroeder did, but I'm not gonna fucking hate on the kid. Fucking weak.
Dude, like, I don't know, like, I really respect his apology, and like he
Yeah,
didn't go like really far.
yeah, I did respect his apology too because he was like, he literally said, "I'm not gonna like sit here and bullshit you guys," and he was like honest about it. So that's definitely what you need to do. You don't like deactivate your shit and run away like a kid. Like if you say some shit, you get like exposed for it. Like you should definitely own up to it.
Own
and
up to it.
people like will respect you more. And like, weren't those screenshots from like 2018 or some shit like that? Like last
Yeah,
year.
like, dude, at that time, Schroeder was saying that a lot at the time.
I feel
But
like
the last past like 8 months or 6 months that I've seen him, I don't really hear him say that word often at all anymore.
I mean, I'm sure I'm sure he probably like said it to the wrong fucking person, and somebody's like, "Yo, you need to fucking chill." But like, it's like you shouldn't be running around saying it at all. Like, it's really fucking like ignorant in general. Like Schroeder is an adult, to be fair, so like he'd know more than like the 14-year-old, but they should both know better. You know what I mean?
And yeah, but I'm just really happy and proud of him as a good friend of his. Like, I'm really happy that he owned up to it. He apologized, and I don't know. I don't really hear him or see him say it anymore. Really, like all I see him say is "e."
Indeed.
The whole situation was stupid. I don't give a fuck about what he said, to be honest. I don't.
I don't either. Like,
I
I
don't
already
care.
know Schroeder. He doesn't like.
Age,
He
I
never,
don't give a
he
fuck.
never meant it. He never meant it as like.
Well,
It
yeah,
fucked doesn't matter.
I feel like everybody says shit like that is socially unacceptable whenever they think it's completely private, and like everybody's guilty of that, like no matter who you are. So
They were calling him out. It's like, dude, everybody has some kind of bullshit that they've said. I get, but like, you haven't been exposed yet, but there's gonna be a time where that shit's gonna come around. I know so many people that have said some stupid shit. And there, it's like, girl said some dumb what she said. Like, it's stupid.
Uh-huh.
yeah, she said some really fucked up shit. But
Guys, the
like,
name, I just couldn't tell who the fuck it was. Like, and then I found out it's like, oh, wasn't that girl that was getting bullied like 3 months ago? I was like, oh shit. Now they're exposing her ass. Like, damn. Savages deep down. I don't know, man. It's wild shit.
yeah,
A
it's
car
definitely
Schroeder.
Fucking Stroder. So what shit like that? What else has happened in this? We have some bitch that's tossing cats on stream.
Oh yeah, Alinity.
Oh, yeah.
Alinity. She literally had. First of all, everything kind of blew up because PETA found the clip, I guess, and they made a post about it on Twitter. This is the only thing I've ever agreed with PETA on. Fuck PETA. I'll say that. But, like, the only, like, they tweeted out the clip of her literally just, like, fucking tossing her cat. Like, from this position, just yeeting that bitch over her fucking head. And, like, that's
That was
fucked up.
fucked up. And I hated everyone's excuses were like, it's a cat, it's gonna land on its fucking feet. I was like, it doesn't matter, bud. Like, it's still a bunch of pressure and damage that's gonna go through that cat's joints.
Right.
Your cat up by throwing it in the air. Like, what are you taught? Land on their feet bullshit story. It's like, yeah, I'm sure they do.
And then there was
I'm sure it
the
fucking
clip.
hurts sometimes.
There was the clip of her like taking like a shot of vodka and then like spitting it into her cat's mouth. And it's
What a
like,
dumb
yo,
bitch.
what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's a fucking cat.
That's more fucked up than tossing the cat. That's
It is more fucked up.
That is
more fucked up. I think it's fucked up that she's not like banned for it. What I think is even more fucked up, she said in her Discord that she's talked to like
Twitch.
Yeah, she's talked to like people in Twitch, and they've told her that she's not going to get banned, but they're going to ban people who have like talked shit. And they started doing that. Like one guy got indefinitely banned from Twitch for he tweeted out a video that wasn't even his of somebody throwing their cat and was like, "Look, guys, I'm a linity" or some shit. And he got indefinitely banned. Somebody talked about it in their stream and like it went viral. They got indefinitely banned. It's like this bitch actually broke your TOS. And to be completely honest, I'm pretty sure Alinity has broken TOS many fucking times. Because, like, I remember PewDiePie doing, like, videos about it. I remember, like, isn't she the fucking bitch that, like, showed her fucking, like, that... She did something. Like, she did some fucked up shit, like, multiple times.
That was, like, on PewDiePie's, like, when he did the YouTube, like, remake or whatever the hell the video was.
Yeah.
People and shit for no reason.
Oh, yeah, she was gonna copyright strike it. Yeah, copy striking and all this shit.
Deal.
Yeah, dude, like, she's broken Twitch TOS multiple fucking times, but she's not banned. Yet, people are being banned for, like, calling out Twitch. It's kind of fucked up.
Which is fucking whacked, man. I hate that shit.
Right.
I hate that. I'll say something about, like, Twitch in general. I hate that they're kind of making it, like... They're almost turning Twitch into, like, a softcore, like, cam site, bro. Like, they're doing, like, the subscriber-only streams, like, all that weird shit. Like, it honestly is. There's just, like, if you go to the just chatting section, like, the entire top page is just tits out, bro. Like, it's just, like...
Yeah.
And they know it, so they keep, like, pushing it. But it is kind of weird to see a platform that's meant for... gaming and always been gaming related to just kind of like do that, if you know what I mean. I think it's kind of weird. Like, I don't have an issue with it, but at the same time, it's like just go to like My Free Cams or something if like you're gonna do shit like that.
To Yasi and just chatting. I know she's one of them titty gonna play games. So yeah.
Yeah, she fed the cat vodka. Yeah, she did, Joker. That shit's fucked up. Like, I just think that it's kind of unacceptable that Twitch hasn't, like, done anything about it, and they're obviously not going to do anything about it. And it's even more fucked up to, like, ban the people who are calling you out on it.
Keemstar then, right?
Oh, dude, Keemstar will never... Dude, Keemstar should be banned from everything.
Agree with Keemstar then. That's what you agree with in this case.
I do, but Keemstar is fucking trash, man.
Hey! How boring would it be without Drama Alert? I don't care what anyone says.
Fair, but like I've never watched a Drama Alert video in my life, by the way. I've never watched a full one.
Why are you lying? I know you haven't watched a couple.
No, I honestly haven't. I just don't find him entertaining. He just blows up like it's like watching like E! News, but YouTube version. It's just horrendous.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, but it's horrendous. I don't like the idea of E! News. I don't like the idea of the YouTube version.
The YouTube version, man. It's like other scumbags that you might not have heard about if you weren't following their Twitter and stuff. Oh.
Adrian, no, bro, but I'll show them to you. How about that? All right. Oh, no.
So I know we're getting to that time. Is there anything that we've missed? Because like I know we've been all over the place to like just talk about while you're on here.
Yeah, is there anything you haven't got to say that you want to say, man?
Everywhere in this podcast. You know.
Well, I don't know if I ever talked about when I went to Arizona's last tournament in Smash 4, I believe. I don't think I've talked about that.
Let's hear it.
Go for it, man.
So I have a choice of either doing Infinity War, like of like Colorado, like their Smash event, or Arizona's. But then like I'm like I could just do any of these tournaments whenever I'm here again or whatever. Because like I was just like at that point I went to so many monthlies in Colorado. I was like, okay, I want something different. And then me and Mello and ER17 went to Arizona instead because we just wanted Arizona to be our last tournament, and I don't know, we just have a lot of homies there, like me and Mello, like especially. Um, I was just like really like at the time I was like really really stressed. I was like, oh my god, pretty much the last Smash 4 tournament of like for Smash 4, and I was like really stressed of how I was gonna do. And then like I ended up beating everyone pretty solidly until I fought Lord Spin. I'm pretty sure you guys know Lord Spin.
No, I had to pay that full money when he came here for Smash
Me and
Down.
him have
I know who he
battled
is.
it out in Twitch chat a couple times, to be honest. Do you remember that, Nick? Because you got like so pissed off at me because I was like talking shit.
Oh, is that the
That
one where
was-
you're talking shit and we were like losing and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Or
Yeah, it was just bad. Like, yeah, it was him in
and
the
it's you,
Twitch chat.
everybody was mad at you that day. I think like give me
Yeah.
a fucking hit. They were like, what the fuck is Chris saying? Like,
I
so
was trying to hype it up, but my bad, man. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good, man. Don't even worry about it. But then I remember after that, like I destroyed his Meta Knight. Like I just I just like that bitch like nothing. And then this motherfucker counterpicks me one of my worst matches in the game, and I'm just like, oh my god. And like mentally, I just fall apart once I saw the change to that character, and then like I lost 2-1 because I just like at the time my stress levels was just too crazy, and like I just started thinking about it too much. I was like, oh fuck. And then like after that, I lost. I had to play one more match to make it out of pools because I was pretty much like in the losers finals of it, and I had to play a player, Nate. His name was Obese Tyrese. Funny, I know. Obese Tyrese. He was really cool. Though. He was a really good guy. Cool guy. And he played one of my worst matchups too, and I was like, this is great, yay. And then like I won 2-1. It was like really close, but I ended up clutching it out, and like it was stressful. I was really pissed. But I made it out of pools, and I was like really excited. I was like, oh fuck, like I didn't expect this, cause like I was like after like losing like stocks like how I was like, this is bad. This is really really bad. Like this is going really south real fast. And then and then after that I played for top 32. Top 32 I believe. And then I played an Ike player he used to be PR in Arizona like back in the day. But I actually like I won 3-1, yeah, 3-1. He took the first game, and then after that, honestly, this was like probably the fastest adaptation I ever did. I got destroyed the first game, like two stock, like straight up. And then after that, I two stocked him the next two games, and then like he barely was able to take a stock in the the fourth game, and I was just like, damn, I fucking adapted to this dude so fast, like crazy.
just waxed him.
Yeah, I was just like, oh fuck, like this happened. And then after that, I ended up playing Potter. I don't know if you guys know Potter, but like he's like an amazing like Fox player from Arizona, and I played him, and it was pretty much like last game, that's it. Like last talk, it was really intense, and then I lost, unfortunately. But it was crazy because like I was just really happy that I was able to make it out of pools and like like show like that I'm capable of doing what I do, and then it is really great. Like even if I like got out at that tournament, I'm not gonna lie, I was swearing when I would lose. I was really pissed. Everything was pissing me off that day. But like I I was like, oh god, it was just probably the emotions of like the being the last Smash Four tournament for me and everything. It was just really like mentally like straining and shit. So I was like, then I lost, and then I was like, I gave Potter a hug because I was like, he's a homie, and like it was like game five, like last dog. It was like really intense and like he ended up getting ninth, which I was like really proud of him for him. I don't know. And then Melo did really good that tournament too. Before he was with Akara at the time. Actually, no, he was with you guys. Never mind. And Melo got ninth in that tournament. I got 17th.
Nick, your
And that was
mic
out
is
of
not
like,
existing. Holy shit.
yeah. Nick does not exist. I've been hearing only culture right now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No one say anything. Like no one says anything to me. Oh my god.
No, like it's because we couldn't hear you saying anything. Like I could see your mouth moving. Like I can, like it's so
Right there,
weird,
I
bro.
can say it right there. Yes.
And well, Nick, you good?
Nick needs to buy a new mic for the next podcast.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh, there goes his camera.
There goes everything, jeez.
R.I.P. Nick.
Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure you could hear me, but yeah, like I ended up getting 17th, and then Melo got 9th that tournament. He was like one away from top 8.
Y'all are pissing me off.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Dude, just
Hear me?
shut up for the rest of the
No.
podcast. Just shut up for the rest of the podcast.
You.
Go on
Oh,
then, Mello. I'm not Mello.
Oh, yeah.
Moonshine. You just said Mello. I'm so sorry. I'm an asshole. Fuck.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Holy shit. Yikes.
But I don't know. Like for that tournament, it was great though. Like it was a great experience, and then like we tried like Smash Ultimate before it officially came out. Like when people were hacking switches to get the game early.
Yeah.
Everyone in Arizona was doing that shit. So like me and Mello and like a few of our other friends got to try Ultimate before it came out.
That's awesome.
And then me and Mello were like, we're gonna be really great.
Can anyone hear me? This is making me so sad right now.
I can hear you now.
We
Can you hear me? Oh my
I'm
god.
enjoying Mello's story. Moonshine's story.
I'm sorry
When you say
about
Mello,
this.
I'm getting mad at myself. Fuck.
Yeah, you're dumb. I'm getting so
I'm sorry,
sad right now.
Moonshine. Oh, dude.
You're good, man.
No, he's not good. Blame the producer.
Yeah, blame the producer because Nick doesn't know how to fucking set up a mic.
Fuck off! I'm buying a new mic after this shit. All right,
better.
I'm done.
Yeah.
If I had a
better.
question, why you can still hear me, Moonshine, in case my shit goes out again? I got a question.
What up?
So I've noticed like when it comes to like knowing people in the scene outside of Colorado, like you and Mello definitely like have the most friends and the most homies when it comes to like out of state, whether it be California, Arizona, New Mexico. How did that all come to happen? Because I just noticed you guys have the most connections like out of everybody. Like when out of staters come here, like they're usually with you two, and it's just that was always interesting to me. So elaborate on that while you can still hear me.
All right. Well, the way that started was I first of all invited Fallen, and this was like Fallen and I had pretty much destroyed doubles, and then after that it's because at the time I was becoming I was rising up little by little, and then Mello would be my dedicated driver for all these out of staters. So he would pretty much do me the favors of like hanging out with us and like driving us around and like showing all the top players like what's around here and stuff like that. And then like he was just always like with like me when people would come from out of state. And then like Melo is like one of my best friends, and then like at the time like me and him we just really wanted to improve together. So we just always asked for like top players to like teach us, like only us two at the time, because like we were already doing them a favor of like housing them and everything. So like it would just be fair to like ask for help from them.
That's dope.
And then for like Melo's side of things, like he's really popular in Arizona because he looks like one of their players.
Oh.
He looks like fucking Skyler. He looks like one of Schroeder's friends.
Speaking of people and lookalikes and Schroeder, I don't know if you know this or not, but Culture and Schroeder like are brothers from another mother. Like those two, they're pretty close. Minus the skin tone. I'm telling you, y'all look similar.
I don't think that kid can grow any facial hair, bro. Like
I'm just glad you could hear that part from me because I don't know how long this mic's gonna work.
I hate you. I fucking hate you for that.
Hitman will attest to this. Like, I don't know if Adrian's still in there, but the twin, y'all are like twins, bud. Y'all are just
bro.
Twins.
I don't look anything like Schroeder. Okay.
Then why do Adrian and I think you do? I don't understand it.
Because you guys are old men and you're losing your vision already. It's all right.
I don't know, man. You just have a lot of similarities. I can't help it.
Oh yeah, but after that, for me the way it started like was I was in a crew named Look Esports, and it was like what are they called? The freaking design was like an owl. And like Fallen was like a part of that team, and like me and him just talked, and he just wanted me on because he saw potential in me. And then like I was just in this group with like other smashers that rep the Look, because there was like a crew and then that team, and then they just saw me, and then I invited Fallen over for the $1,000 tournament at GameWorks at the time, and then from there Fallen spread the word about our tournaments to other SoCal people, and then from there, that's when I got to invite. That's when Zenu, JK, and all those motherfuckers started coming here.
Indeed.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. That shit was just fucking making me die.
Oh man, you're good.
Regular and chocolate.
Y'all can fuck off that bullshit.
That's dope though, because like you did it the old-fashioned way, making relationships when it came to Smash, which is something that you don't even see that just in your everyday life anymore. So I mean, that was a cool trade-off you had. You guys were able to house these players, and then end up playing, learning, and building a relationship. And because that's the one thing that's impressed me the most about you, other than how nice you are. It's just like you're like homies with everybody, and that's always just like. That's pretty dope. And it doesn't matter what state they're from. You got people from Cali, the New Mexico, Arizona. I'm sure there's some fucker in Florida, I mean, you seem to know everybody. So that's just really interesting. And that's like the one thing about you and Melo. I'm just like, man, every time out-of-staters come, like they're always hanging with Moonshine or hanging with Melo. I was like, fuck. Glad I know these dudes. I'm glad I have them on my fucking team because they're going to make a bunch of connections in the end.
Mm-hmm. And then what a lot of people have told me and Melo is that like me and him are like for sure one of the better personalities in the state. 100%.
Oh no doubt. Like I have no problem. It's so easy to like. Well, even like at we were at RMR last month. It's like we're just sitting there chilling outside, just like talking like nothing. It's definitely you guys are definitely easy people to approach and talk to. Especially compared to some of the other people in this scene. So no, you're right on that one. I can understand where everybody's coming from on that one.
Yeah, and then and when I started to like for sure blast off was when I started when me, ER, and Mello went to SoCal for a week, and I did really good at one of the SoCal weeklies. And then after that, I did okay, and then the next one. And then on the Friday tournament, I did pretty good. And then on Saturday, I upset one of SoCal's PR, and then I was like going head to head with AC, which is like one of the PGR players at the time too. So like after that, people started looking at me play, and like people started to realize that like, damn, this dude's good, and like I've never heard of him until he came and fucked up pretty much until I got to winners finals in San Diego. I beat 3 other PR people at that tournament.
Damn, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, and like people were like losing their fucking minds, dude. And then like, and one of them was SoCal PR, and he was PR in Tijuana, Mexico. So I was just like, I'll take that.
What I like about Smash, man, and I think like that's like we're Call of Duty players and shit. You guys can just go out of state weekly, like point. You guys can just get so much like playing time against other people. There is something similar to that when it comes to like your Call of Duties and your Halos and shit because
I wish that too, actually.
so it's like if you're traveling, but if you're a Smash player, it's like doesn't matter what state you're in, and you might even have a monthly, or you can like entire week events that week, like in any state at any
Yeah, bro,
any
there are
time.
literally
It's like
Smash tournaments around here. Like, it's crazy. But like, yeah, with Call of Duty and like Halo and shit, especially like, well, at least Call of Duty is more of an example because Halo's kind of like on the downward spiral esports wise. But like, Call of Duty, man, we're just forced to play like online all the time unless we travel to like an actual city like Chicago or like New York or some shit like that. You're never gonna have like the LAN environment in a with a team game like that. So it's really unfortunate because like as I'm sure you know, like LAN play is always better than online. It's always more accurate. So.
100%, 100%.
Especially with games like COD, where it's definitely like connection based. Because like you'll see this man Warlord with his 1,000 down internet walk around a corner and like 3 bullets somebody, and then you'll see like me or Matt have to pop a corner and put like 6 or 7. It's like it's so fucking inconsistent.
when it comes to like the pricing to the like cost like $10. It's so affordable. Like when Call of Duty players travel, we finally do find that one event, like $1,000 on that fucking weekend. When it comes to like, this is like $350. A Smash player, it's like you can go play that weekly for 10, throw 25 for the monthly match, and just play a bunch of friendlies and get a bunch of time like in the meantime events, and that shit's just one of the things I do envy when it comes to like Smash versus like other games, or I guess FGC in general. I feel like it's just so much easier just to and actually get the practice, and like if you're willing to do it, needed to become like successful or at least get the experience. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I was like, oh shit, my shit went dead again.
No, you've been working fine for once.
Okay.
And well, before I go into Ultimate, I was gonna say something, but I'm like trying to remember. It's not going through my head right now. uh, oh, and then like I said, like after the whole like SoCal week with like Mello and ER at the time, after that I just blew up and like right when I came back, I beat number 4 gay at the time, like in here, like in our state, and like 5 or 4, I don't even remember. But then after that, I beat like some other people that are like were just doing really well too and shit. And I was like, damn.
What happened to that kid? He kind of just like disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, he has like a family going on now.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what's going on with gay. GHEY. GHEY.
Yeah.
see, I'm aware of that. I don't know if anyone else was, but yeah.
Smash players pick some interesting names, man.
That's all they
Dude.
do.
And so, like, I'm reading the list that Ren's has, and just like, what the fuck were these kids thinking when they named themselves? Related ones, and that always cracks me up. One kid named that Coleslaw. Like, I don't know why. Every time I see that kid, I'm like, that
So
kid's
funny.
name's Coleslaw. It's interesting stuff.
And then like after that, I just started proving. That was the best part, was starting to prove everyone wrong about me. It was great. Like I'm beating everyone up with the low mid tier. It was great.
That's awesome.
And like just proving those people that were just like used to like shit talk me or like put me down, like it was great. Like I did the laughing. I did the laughing.
Some shit talkers. Who could talk shit about you, Moonshine?
You have no idea. Like
You're too nice to people. That's what I was saying. You're telling me there were some savages back in the day.
oh yeah, dude.
Disappeared.
And like
Fool.
like like it was like mostly towards like my play and like my character. Like to like me personally, not really, but like there was people that would be like who let him go this far or whatever. And I'm just like, all right then. And then like I'm like, can you get second at an ESF or an FGF? Like, can you do that? Can
Damn.
you do that though?
Probably not. I'm guessing those fools probably weren't able to do because it was always games. So right, that's insane.
And then it was funny though, like, because like every time like the new PR would come out, the first thing that would happen is I would beat one or two people the same day.
Sick.
Like it happened so many times.
About like the PR, because we just had the new out a couple weeks ago.
hmm
Solid to you? Were there any surprises or anyone missing on that list?
Well, to me personally, I feel like King should have been higher than Steam, but like everyone disagreed with me on it, which I really hated because.
You were on the panel, weren't you?
Yes. And then like what else I said was that Melo was top 5 and like the gatekeeper of top 5 and Steam was number 6, but a lot of people disagree with me on that. And like the thing that like I said was that Steam only went to 3 tournaments. Yeah, he got 5th to like 3rd place, but look at what Melo did. 3 like top 2s or 3 top 3s and he was just beating Bang and Shoot too. Like
No,
he was beating everybody.
was nasty for like a month straight where at ESF he was producing like 3 performances a few times and like top 5 almost. So no, you're right about that. I don't know, like it was always
Like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Steam's bad or anything, but I'm just saying like at that point I think it should have been okay, so it should have been Shu, Bang, Pink Menace, King, and then Melo, and then Steam. Because Steam did not enter enough tournaments for the PR, in my opinion. Like he only went to 3 fucking things. 3.
I do have a question about the whole like Shu Bang thing, because like I know Shu theoretically places like he goes to more tournaments in general and shit, but like every time Shu and Bang like play, like I know at the beginning like in PR1 obviously Shu's on top because he beat Bang more, but Bang like consistently beats Shu now. So like how does that play into like putting them like between each other?
Boss like the Boss Arcade, like that stuff goes into it, right?
Yeah, because at the time, like a lot of the tournaments were counting. It was really bad, you know.
And it's like it's not even to like throw shade or even shit talk other stuff. I was like, man, weak how some of these events that have like 15 people contributed to people like on the PR. fucking people there. Like, why does this even matter?
Yeah, I'm
It made
saying.
no sense. I'm trying to find the PR list right now so I can even like talk about it and not.
It's in our Discord chat somewhere.
Oh yeah, when Swifter would talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. I'll have to find that shit real quick.
Oh yeah, but like I said, I just felt like Melo was the gatekeeper of top 5 in the season, and then King won an ESF, and like he had top 3 and like top 4 or top 5 performances, way more than what Steam did. So
No, yeah,
that was
I've
my
always talked
season.
shit about it. I've always talked shit about the PR because I'm just like, I guess I don't really comprehend a whole lot of it and details that go in. I don't know, like you said, like having King that low, I was like, when King was on fire, having Melo that low when Melo was on fire, I'm like, it just, a lot of sense to me. God, where the fuck is it at? I'm trying to find this shit.
And like it just made me upset for like Lennon's side. Because like he went up only one number on the PR this season. But like don't you guys feel like he should have gotten like at least 2?
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. He's been going off. Like, if you look at him like earlier on, and then you look at him now, he's definitely like getting his groove back, and he's doing that nasty shit like he did to me-self, and he's going Game 5 of Best Nest. Like, he's definitely improved overall, and it
Oh, he
is kind of
definitely did.
unfortunate that some people don't agree with that, but he's definitely proved it in my opinion.
PR right now as it stands, we have Shu 1, Bang 2, Steam 4, King 5, and JFK 8, and
You're cutting out so bad. Speak up, bud.
eat a dick, Chris. The PR, like, I just haven't agreed with a PR yet since I've been in this thing, so like for me, I know y'all have Pink Menace 3, but like where the fuck's that dude been? Shit.
Does he
Honestly,
show
like
up?
I
Or is
thought
he just not around?
he's been on vacation for like a hot minute.
It's like I haven't saw Pink Menace. It's like FK really since he fucking,
The Fahrenheit incident?
Fahrenheit. Yeah, like I don't know, it's just kind of wild.
Yeah.
Wild. King 3.
A lot of people were asking me for King 3.
And Bang 2. I think I would have had, I would have probably had Mello at 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'll Pink Menace in a minute. And I know he's nasty. There's no doubt, obviously.
Of course.
He's been. The PRs has always been a little janky to me. Hopefully, they're kind of putting some on attend and which events actually carry some random, so makes a little bit of a difference. Kids were getting all pissed off. I was like reading those chats and the Springs kids were having a fucking conniption about it, but let's be honest, like you guys have out there down to Denver.
Yeah.
Want to go to Springs, that's all I gotta say.
Nobody heard what you had to say.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that part?
Nope.
We're at 9. We're at 9 o'clock now. My mic's not working that great. Very important segment in this podcast that everyone looks forward to every time we actually host it, and that is Chris.
Get cultured. So like
Get cultured, and then we'll break it down one last time with Carlos here in this podcast. But let's get to the good shit. Let's get to the get cultured part.
I didn't have anything prepared for this.
You're already fucking this up. So let's
I'm just gonna talk about what I'm fucking hyped about, all right, Nick? And you're gonna be cringing. But like you said, it wouldn't fucking happen. But E United fucking did it, Nick. They finally fucking did it.
You're already killing it again. And what question did Hitman ask?
I got it.
This isn't culture, but you're talking about E United winning a fucking event. This is not being cultured.
Yes,
nobody here gives a fuck. No, because no one fuck about that.
I give a fuck.
The shit going through your head, the shit that you're thinking about, and it ain't fucking.
I can't be. I don't think I can say that on stream right now. Okay, I don't think I can talk about that. But like, just give me something, Nick. Yeah. Give me something. Cause like, fuck it.
Where's Joe? Joe always says the right shit for this. Moonshine's over here going, "What the fuck did I get myself into at this part?"
Damn, bro.
Yourself in the future of the. All right, before we, Chris, think about it. Get cultured. Moonshine. There's the question. See yourself in the future of the Smash community. Yourself in the future. Where do you want to be?
Well, in the future, I want to become a high streamer. I want to get my groove back for Ultimate because, like, after the beginning of Smash Ultimate, I fell down pretty hard. But like, I feel like the potential and like the come up is gonna come really soon, and like, I'm really hyped for it, and I'm excited to be back on the board at some point. And what else I want to do is I want to keep being the great homie that like for every other like person to meet, and you know, just be the homie to like as much people as I could.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and like I just have like a really nice goal. Like I'm not gonna be like, you know, mean or anything, and like I just want to be like, you know, a really good player. And like I know I could do it again, and I'm going to, and it's gonna be someday. Like maybe not soon, but like maybe even sooner than like what I'm thinking now. But you know, like someday I'm just gonna like start fucking up everyone, and like you guys are gonna see those things in the bracket, or like you guys are gonna see me more on live and stuff. So
good dope.
And you know, I gotta see what I can do on Saturday. I need to fuck shit up at some point.
Dude, that's what we're hoping to see, man. Fuck yeah. Person and getting back on top of the Smash Ultimate scene. Solid goals to have and pretty damn quick. Looking up something to talk about right now.
Who,
yeah, you.
Me?
What's your Get Cultured segment now, bitch?
I don't know.
Bro! Build the pyramids.
The pyramids? The pyramids?
We were talking about that yesterday.
Okay, fine. The pyramids, bro. They were 1,000% built by fucking aliens. Alright? It's a fact, bro.
Oh.
There's no way these motherfuckers were like lifting these giant ass fucking bricks, dog. Like, there's just no fucking way. Like,
Yo, Nick, we're going to Area 51 or what?
Bro, I don't know if I can storm that shit, but like I'm a little. Yo, what's the date? When are they doing that?
September 21st.
In Vegas at that time. I was like, yo, if you're doing it Evo weekend, like I'm down to take a road trip to go check some shit out. But
yeah, just join the call, Gibby, if you want to ask a question, okay? Like it's gonna fuck up your overlay. You're the only one that really cares about it, so go for it.
Can't wait to hear this shit.
Fucking Gibby.
Moonshine was on top of it. Oh, the Area 51? Yeah, bro. We're like Akara Gaming storms Area 51. It's happening, but we're not storming Area. We're just gonna
watch everyone get shit on.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch the massacre from afar. Like,
I don't want to like watch like everyone get smoked real quick. That's all I got for that.
What's my Area 51 attack plan, Gibby? My Area 51 attack plan is to send all the Smash players. I want all the Smash players to Naruto Run towards the front gate while all the Overwatch players chill in the corner and snipe them, and then the CS:GO players op in and fuck it all up. And then everybody gets smoked by the U.S. military at the end. It's just
We'll eat them. Bro, this is the worst Get Cultured. But have you ever come unprepared for another Get Cultured segment? I swear to God.
Hey, bro, a lot of shit happened today. My bad.
Oh no,
I felt that.
we're not. No excuses for Get Cultured. This is like all he's got to do is talk about normal shit, like the shit that comes through his fucking mind. He's got nothing today. I'm disappointed.
Don't do drugs. Like, I don't know.
We talk about or whatever the fuck it is you like eating at those.
What are you talking about?
Pickled jerky or the fuck you were telling me, or pickled sausages.
Dude, pickled sausages are a staple of the East Coast, okay? They are fucking delicious.
Carlos, have you heard about these?
No,
You ever
I
heard
have
of a
not.
pickled sausage,
Yeah.
bro? Dude, they're
I'm
so
Mexican.
good.
How am I supposed to know?
They're so good, bro.
That shit's real.
It is a real thing. It's so good. They literally sell them in like singular packs, like by themselves at like the gas station. They're good.
Here's a question for you, Chris. How do you get the bang for your buck at Taco Bell?
All right,
Taco Bell.
you get a triple. Okay, you get a triple layer nacho, right? you get a beefy mini quesadilla, and then you get a Frito burrito, and it costs you under $5.
Dude, that sounds like fucking items that like you could possibly get at a Taco Bell.
White sauce.
Horrible.
What?
That sounds fucking horrible.
It does.
It's how you get
Those
your
are
bang
like-
for
Your pants for the rest of the fucking night. That ain't no bang for your buck.
you get a Crunchwrap Supreme and an order of nacho fries. Crunchwrap Supremes are superior.
Crunchwrap.
Beefy. Where's the white sauce?
Wow, Adrian. Okay,
Sour cream.
yikes, Adrian. Nacho fries are good, bro. It's a fact.
That's like one of the only things I like from that place.
Much going for it, that's for sure.
Bro.
We got
Wait, let's talk about your newfound love for Bob Evans.
Evans is the tits. But that's a back east thing. That's a Midwest fucking thing too. We don't have that shit out here.
Was that the first time you ever been to one?
I was gonna say it's a Midwest, but I actually went to a Bob Evans in Florida, so that's not really your Midwest.
It's like an
either,
East Coast thing. Like East Coast thing.
But Bob Evans was in Florida.
Dude, they're so good.
It's been a minute. It wasn't bad. No, I'm not even gonna go into that section. That's kind of fucked up to even talk about. But yeah, there's some weird shit going down at Bob Evans. That's all I gotta say.
Yikes. I want to hear about this later.
It's not a... People will be fucking exposing me on Twitter to call me a bad person if I talked about it on here, but still.
Alright, fair enough.
Going down. In the shitter the last 5 minutes of our podcast. Is there any final statements that you want to talk about in your Twitch for a plug? We're gonna we'll have that on the YouTube channel. We'll on there, but and you, where can we all get our information, man? Where can we find you on Twitch? Shit.
Alright, so at twitch.tv/Moonshine80. I changed the Twitch name recently. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like finally changed it from the freaking 2014 title to finally the freaking 2019 title, Moonshine 80.
Like the number 80?
Yeah, literally Moonshine 80. And like I was so glad that like I could at least like get that down.
Indeed, that's sick, bro.
Yeah, because gaming a Moonshine sounds really childish.
That doesn't sound
So,
that bad.
I mean, no, but like, it just sounds more professional just to be Moonshine and then numbers.
Yeah, I agree. Bro, you don't even want to go into my old gamer tags. It's just not. It's not.
You should hear the names this fucking weirdo had back in the day.
I wouldn't doubt
Hey,
it.
like a year ago, 2 years ago max, he had some fucking stupid names.
Okay, so one was Mr. Sinister HD with Y's instead of I's.
Oh Jesus!
One was I was AGX Sinister, then I was a Kara Backlash, and then what was my
Bullet, bud. Talk about the Bite the Bullet. That was always my favorite
That was
YouTube name.
I made that gamer tag when I was like 12 years old when I got my Xbox. Like, not even. I made that shit earlier when it was like we were playing on my friend's Xbox. Like, that shit
emo
was
shit.
Bite Bullet 745.
Bullet.
Bro,
Fucking hate my life.
bro, I
You're a weirdo.
was an emo kid in middle school, bro. What do you expect?
Dude.
Fucking our kid. You ever hear yourself talk? Fuck.
Dude, you're still emo. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know.
He's still fucking still emo.
I felt that hella hard.
Yeah, bro.
I'm still an emo kid too, bro.
Bro, how do you honestly? How do you walk
I'm
around
still-
with like your ears like weighing down your head, bro? Like,
I mean, I don't really like feel that, but when I had them a lot bigger, they used to be fucking heavy. I hated it. Like, it was fun for a year, but fuck no. I made them smaller like immediately.
yeah, bro, you look like a bassist in a hardcore band with that shit.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I'm in the process of making them smaller, so scooch.
Indeed.
It's Gooch.
It's gooch.
Man, anything else you want to tell the people before we podcast?
Well, Twitter at Carlos Moonshine, and then on YouTube just plainly Moonshine, and then twitch.tv/moonshine80, and that's where I'll be streaming. I'm taking a break currently from streaming because there was a time where I was streaming almost every day, and I needed a little break after that, but I'm gonna be back for sure at some point. And see me on the upset threads of Colorado at some point.
Oh yeah.
Maybe even on the fucking PR, maybe at some point.
Nah, bro, you
So
hit
I
that
can
shit
get
100%.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. And like, just making people salty.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Fuck
That's
yeah, man.
sick. And good. My mic, suck
Yeah.
the fat one.
Well, I'll take it over from here.
And the Get Cultured segment,
Yeah,
it just became rough after that.
But yeah, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Caged episode number 8. We went for a bit, man. This is like a 2-hour long stream. It was nice talking to Moonshine and Warlord, and dude, hope everybody has a great night. Peace out. See you later. Oh, wait a second. We have to talk about one more thing. We got to plug Take Out the Trash one more time. Remember, this weekend,
Oh yeah,
Akihabara
true.
Arcade, Take Out the Trash. We're
Saturday.
Uno.
our Smash monthly as Gibby destroys the overlay and says his name. You're dropped. But Take Out the Trash this Saturday, Akihabara Arcade in Denver. Check it out. Show up. Play some Smash. Enjoy the atmosphere. And we'll see you next time this Sunday to recap it all. See you later.